words.
Hi, I'm Lalli from Mommy. And of course, I am much younger than Uncle, I want to tell you something that I think you had suspicions about earlier, so I'm going to confirm them. Kala Auntie is not on your side. The reason I say this is because when Nagu Uncle Shashtiputi happened, Kala Auntie came up to me and said, "Okay, Lalli, I'm counting on you to give a speech for Amrit Auntie." I said, "Sure, Auntie, no problem." And she said, "You're going to really roast him, aren't you?" I want you to do that. And to prove that, today when I was getting dinner, or lunch, I'm sorry, when I was getting lunch, Auntie came and reminded me. She said, "Lalli, you're going to roast him, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, okay, Auntie, I'm going to try." So it will not be pleasant. But actually, as I was thinking of trying to roast Amrit Uncle, all I could think of were the good memories that we had. I grew up with a series of family of 4 families that used to get together every weekend. Oh, sorry. Is that better? No. Okay. I grew up with Bifu and Ajay and my brother and 2 people who are not here today. But we used to get together pretty much every weekend. So since then, since I was the only girl, Ram Reddy Uncle was my entertainment. I didn't need to worry about being the only girl because Uncle would entertain me. And we used to have many talks. So I could actually, Uncle, I did remember a lot of good memories. I remember your love of laughter. I remember how much you enjoy life and how much I've learned about enjoying life. But as I thought about roasting him, I thought about the fact that nobody so far has mentioned his impatience. Okay? To signify that, I remember at Nagu Uncle's Swashtipurti, they were saying that when you come to 60, that you lose things easily. Well, Uncle's very impatient, even in turning 60. Because at the Swashtipurti, he was frantic. He was going around asking everybody, "Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen? I need a pen right now. I need to write something down." He came about twice to our table, 3 times to another table, desperately looking for a pen. And finally, somebody said, "Ram Reddy Uncle, what's that in your pocket?" And he looked around, and it was, lo and behold, a pen. So he was so impatient to turn 60 that he actually turned 60 a few weeks earlier.
That's true. That's very true.
I know. I told him I'm going to use that story. The other thing that he also likes to feel important. He likes to have tasks to do. So as I was thinking about this, I remember the motto that I used to have for him when I was a teenager, and I used to tell him. And I thought about getting a t-shirt printed out for him that says this, but I thought, that might not be in good taste. But the motto was, "I like to look busy, but I'm actually confused."
That's a good one.
So I've told him every time we meet at a party, I said, "Uncle, are you really busy or are you confused?" You just confirm, because if you're confused, I can help you. If you're busy, then there's nothing I can do about that.
I'm busily confused.
Oh, he's busily confused, is what Uncle's saying now. Either way, there's some sort of confusion aspect in that. And people did mention his spiritualism. And some people said Uncle said he was surprised when Ram Reddy Uncle was going to head up the spiritual committee. I actually wasn't. And the reason I wasn't was because only Ram Reddy Uncle can make a table tennis match spiritual. I remember this when I was 16, of course, at one of our gatherings, and the boys went off to play video games or whatever it is that boys do. Uncle said, "Do you want to play table tennis?" I said, "Sure, I'll play." And he said, "So you know what? I don't want to keep score. I just want to have fun with it." And he said, "Oh, okay." So we played. 1 year later, at a wedding, Uncle came to me and said, "Lalli, I have to talk to you about something." I said, "Sure, Uncle, what's up?" He said, "I remember I just had a huge revelation. Oh, okay, what's the revelation? I remember that table tennis match, when I wanted to keep score and you said, let's have fun instead of keeping score. I learned a huge life lesson that night. First of all, I didn't remember the table tennis score. And I said, okay, Uncle, what's the life lesson? He said, I realized that night that we get so caught up in competition that we forget to have fun. Okay? I will try to remember that. I am not competitive, Uncle. You'll be very happy to know. I still have fun. Auntie, I hope I did a good job.
Yes, oh yeah.
Roasting him, did I roast him enough?
Yes, in my eyes. He doesn't want more. Please go ahead.
Because he doesn't want me to speak anymore.
No,
But,
happy tears.
oh, I see. Thank you, Uncle. So putting all that aside, I've had a great time getting to know Ramriti and Uncle and Kalanti and being part of Padma and Deepu's family and seeing how it has grown. Uncle, we do love you. Really, please believe that. Okay? And we know that the first person to laugh at a joke is you, even if it is on you. So I would really, really love to say that I love you and Auntie and your family, and I've enjoyed growing up with you, and I hope that both of you will be around for my 60th, which will be a long, long, long time from today.
Thank you. Next, we'll have a few words from Nirmani Naganmalkar.